in person of all right, can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Okay, all right. So I would like to introduce the host of this event, the founder of Coriftech Solutions Limited, in person of Cynthia Orife, to give us the opening remark. Over to you, Mom. You're welcome, Mom. When she start to speak.
Can anybody hear anything?
No, I can't hear anything. No.
Okay, I think her network is bad, so let's just exercise a little patience. Thank you. We cannot hear you, Ma.
Hello, can anybody hear me? Hello, can anybody hear me?
Yes,
Yeah.
ma'am.
Okay, did anybody hear what I said?
No, we did not.
Wow. Okay, all right. So sorry for that. I guess that's the network. Can you hear me now?
Yes, we can.
Hello?
Yes, we
We
can.
can hear you.
Okay, all right. So I welcome everyone to this International Women's Day celebration at Coriftech. And I'm delighted to see so many brilliant and inspiring women who are gathered here today for this special occasion for Inspire Inclusion, which is a call for us to champion gender equality, diversity, as well as create environments where women from all walks of life can strive professionally as well as personally. The technology and entrepreneurship sector have traditionally been more like being male dominated, but however, we are witnessing a powerful shift as more and more women are shattering glass ceilings, spearheading innovative companies, as well as driving socioeconomic impact through their works. Today's event lines up reflects that it reflects pioneering spirits. We have incredible group of speakers who will share their insights on leveraging on social impacts, personal branding, innovative business models, marketing yourself as a consultant, building companies, nurturing startup ecosystem, as well as digital transformation strategy. These remarkable women are not just leaders in their respective fields, but they are also trailblazers, paving the way for more inclusive future. Their stories and expertise will undoubtedly motivate and empower every one of us in attendance to embrace our ambition fearlessly. So get ready to be inspired. Let's celebrate our achievement as women while also recommitting ourselves to the ongoing work of creating a world where gender is no longer a barrier, but an opportunity and also success. Once again, welcome to Coriftech International Women's Day event. We are honored to have you here as we collectively inspire inclusion. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mom, for that opening remark. Thank you so much. We also got some people that came in while she was giving the opening remark, and so want to welcome them. You're so welcome. Just sit back, relax, and get your writing materials.
Yes, I am sexy on the collar. I'ma beat the ball and beat it. You can get it right. I am feminine, I am masculine, I am everything I want. I can teach you, I can love you. You got it,
Indicate it's your favorite emoji. If you're just joining in, please let's see. Drop your emojis, your favorite emojis. Thank you. All right, I can see. Yeah, I can see them. All right, so up to the first speaker of this event. We have loads of speakers. We have speakers that are waiting us, yes, and would like to, before then, I would like to say that, yes, I got the first person that came in, and I just want to say that the first person has qualified to get a gift from us. All right, so that's and that's amazing, right? All right, so moving on to the first speaker of the event. Like I said, she already came to make the opening remark, but I will still be introducing her properly. And now I will be introducing our first speaker of the event, the founder of Coriftech Solutions Limited. She is a data analyst, a business analyst, a financial analyst, data analyst with Excel, Power BI developer, and she's an SQL expert, a Tableau expert, a public speaker, an ambassador for women in tech, and also the founder of Coriftech Solutions Limited, like I said. And no other person than Cynthia Orife. So please let's welcome her. Let's welcome her. You're welcome, ma'am. She will be speaking on. She will be speaking on. She'll be speaking on leveraging on tech for social economic impact. You're welcome, ma'am. Thank you.
Hello. Hello, everybody. Can you all hear me?
Yes, we can.
Okay. So I'll just speak on this topic, leveraging technology for economic socioeconomic impact. It's actually a topic which is close to my heart, and I will just allow me to share some thoughts with specific examples. We get one of our biggest challenges we face is lack of access to economic opportunities, most especially for we women. When you're looking at the rural populations and other marginalized group. But we need to understand too that technology is slowly but surely creating path for us when it comes to entrepreneurship, when it comes to employment, as well as income generation. Probably before now, we've been talking about breaking the gender barriers, and as at then too, we had women to key into learning digital skills. But then, did you just learn it because it's just breaking the barriers, or we learned it to say, okay, we want to impact our immediate our ecosystem, environment, or our community, and say we want to provide options. Like I always say, tech is just a means to an end. You get, it's one thing for us to learn tech, and the other aspect has to do with application of tech. So for most of us who have the skills or who want to dive into the skills, please do not just learn it for just learning's sake. Learn it because look at it as a way of you inscribing your name to the journey of life. Because at the end, you just have to solve problems one way or the other. Either you're working, or you're working for someone, or you have your own initiatives. So, for instance, I will come up with more. I'll just share example of the e-commerce, more like the Jumia, which are actually empowering our local entrepreneurs and also small business, and actually small business around our region, and also to some extent globally. Women who previously faced mobility constraints can now run business just from their home. Just look within yourself. Now, one thing, look within yourself, see how you can leverage. So at this point now, let's look at how you can leverage on tech to upskill. So tech is an enabler, right? So you're leveraging on it to upskill what you're actually doing. When you're talking about e-commerce, look at it probably in a way to when you have when you want to, example could be you live in the local environment, or and probably there are no persons who supply foodstuffs to you. You could do your visibility studies and take up the initiative to start supplying foodstuffs, tomatoes, vegetables, right from the comfort of your home to these people. All they need to do in the environment, leveraging on tech, and see how you can provide such solution. So the bottom line is this: you need to look for problems and see how you can leverage to provide such solution. So I'm using an example of this e-commerce, and see how women can start. Maybe you're selling things, you're into the boutique, whatever business you're doing. But the important issue is leveraging on it to make a wider sales. Now, you know that when you leverage on tech, you're providing you're providing job opportunities, because you are at the comfort of your home. You need to have someone more like a middle person that helps convey these goods, more like the logistic persons to convey this good. That is job employment you get. Now, at this point, you're being innovative because you're covering wider range of persons. So we need to we need to start leveraging on this to earn a decent living for ourselves when it comes to these skills. Now, technology is also enhancing access to critical services in uplifting human capital. Again, when you're looking at the healthcare, the telemedicine aspect of it, which is affordable and accessible to even the remote areas. Another solution is something when you're looking at the fintech solutions, you're looking at the OPay, you're looking at MoneyPoint. These are fintech organization who saw a gap and decided to come with their own initiative to provide solution down to the lane or common person on the street. And you can now see, I know most of us on this application, if not maybe 40, 50% thereabout, either have OPay, MoneyPoint, or PalmPay. When you look at it, it's easier. I know some persons have had, because when you make your transfer, you can see your alert there and there. So it has actually bridged that gap and create more credibility from the other banking system that we usually use. So this is an innovative solution. So it all means that they actually saw the gap, they saw the challenges, and decided to provide solution to be able to help make things easier. So this has been driven by the financial inclusion. Okay. Now, when you're looking at the edutech startups too, using technology to be able to deliver quality education at a low cost. So these are initiatives that are being springing up, or that have actually sprung up to perhaps technology's biggest impact is in amplifying our social impact by facilitating community engagement and also the grassroots innovation. So you also notice that we've seen a great and effective use of social media for public awareness when it comes to campaigns, when it comes to awareness on issues regarding the gender equality or some certain sensitive areas, or to be able to help advertise a product, services. Now, these are areas too which we women need to look out. It's not is not a cast in stone, you get. It's not something too big for us to start breaking our head. But then again, we can actually start small, you get, by creating these little impacts, and with time it will grow bigger for us. So also the data-driven solutions are being developed to address challenges from, let's say, food insecurity to civic amenities. When you want to launch products to the market, the data analysts are actually there to guide us and also help us make informed decision, which at the end will say, okay, this certain product can actually strive in the market or not. So you can see that too, either you're equally coding or in the area of no codes, you can actually provide solution with what you are learning. And of course, challenges around this, they're actually challenges when you look at the digital divide or lack of infrastructure or probably restrictive policies and all. But then at the end of it, as women, we definitely find our way around it to make progress, which is very key. Now, these innovative ideas and model are actually emerging to help us overcome our obstacles. Okay. So basically, this is, with all of this, it will help us create an impact. So when you're looking at the socioeconomic impacts, revenue generation, job creation, entrepreneurship, and at that point, when you get to a certain stage, you see the need why you need to expand further, most especially when you have actually leveraged on technology. And also is for us too as women not to be scared, because I understand too as women who are in tech, we tend to believe that our male counterparts are of course much more better. But then the only way we can conquer what we are experiencing or that fear is actually to believe in the process, believe in what we are doing, because at some point too they actually encountered this, but then they were bold enough to come out, face their fears, and actually come out with something better. And with time, it just kept improving until we decided to like adopt it and make it what it is now. So let's all brace up for all of this. So with this, I will say thank you. This is just a way to share my experience, examples when it comes to leveraging on tech for impact. So we have actually had a tremendous opportunity even before now to enhance the power of technology as an enabler of socioeconomic progress. You get, so we've cited example down to the e-commerce, down to digital marketing, and it's also a way. These skills are skills where you can equally get remote jobs. You get more gigs, and it gives you opportunity at a global scale. You get, it demonstrates how you can be open to economic pathways down to your entrepreneurship, and also empower people to drift away from the traditional barriers to a workforce and participate in an income generation process. Okay, so however, we need to be intentional about developing and deploying technology solutions that are inclusive and that align with our region. So you look at your region and say, what are the challenges are peculiar to some certain regions. Yeah, so you need to look at your areas and ask questions. What's the problem that you can actually provide solution to be able to bridge that gap, where you have your community driven innovation models. You get, so on this day I just want to say, come out with your writing pen and listen to other speakers who are well experienced and will share in their wealth of knowledge. Thank you so much to everyone. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mom. Thank you so much. That was informative. I learned. So I believe we've all, gotten one or two from what she has said. She had actually spoken a lot, and it's encouraging. For me, I actually, learned that you should be a solution provider, be you a female or, not limiting the tech space for the males. All right. And she also spoke about no codes. Yes. So it doesn't have to be coding before you know that you're in the tech space. So we should get into tech the more. So thank you so much, Mom. Thank you so very much. That was really great. Also, next speaker. Also, our next speaker, she will be speaking on innovative business models, women redefining entrepreneurship, women in redefining entrepreneurship, and Sorry about that. Sorry about that. The second speaker here will be, she will be speaking on the personal branding and niche development. She's a community manager at She Code Africa Anambra. She's a tech enthusiast. She's an advocate for an all-inclusive tech ecosystem. She's a dedicated community manager interested in female tech communities due to her passionate attachment to women inclusion in the tech field. She's a member of Pi Ladies community. She's the lead Pi Ladies at Salva Delta State's Nigerian chapter. She's a member of She Code Africa, the lead She Code Africa Asaba chapter. And she's also a member, a global ambassador for Women Tech Network. She's a member of Coding Girls. And she will be speaking, like I said, on the topic personal branding and niche development. And she is Ifena Okoye. You're welcome, ma'am. You're welcome, ma'am. Please, a round of applause as she comes on board.
Hello, good evening, everyone. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
All right, thank you so much. Wow, I'm happy to be here, and gratefully, my network wanted to deal with me today, but I changed them for Okay, so thank you so much. I'll be sharing my screen. We're going to be talking on personal branding and niche development. And please, the host, am I able to share my screen? I don't think.
Yes, you can.
Okay. Just 1 minute while I share my screen. Okay. Entire screen. Window. Let's just share the entire screen. Okay. All right. Please let me know when you start seeing my screen. I can. Can anyone hear me? If you can see my screen, let me know, please. Okay.
So we can see your screen.
Okay. Okay, so for ease of use, I am not going to be doing a slideshow. I'll just be clicking on each of the slide and I'll be talking. So thank you very much once again. The host has already done a very good introduction about me, but more about me is the fact that I love children. Okay, I love children, and I'm a primary school teacher, actually a public primary school teacher. So diving deep down into what we have for the day, I would like us to have an interactive session where I would see you use your emoji and you drop some comments on me on the in message chat so that we can. Okay, so we're going to talk really on branding. Okay, most of you already know about branding, right? You already know the importance of branding. Branding is one of the most powerful business business, so we already know that. Actually, this was copied from Forbes. So you want to use effectively, all right, in order to get the most out of your branding, out of the branding strategy. Okay, and then when you want to focus on building personal brand, just know that you cannot separate your personal brand from your business brand. That's one point I would like us to point out, because I fell victim to this when I actually started. I was portraying myself as a community manager, someone interested in inclusive environment for women, whereas my business talks about, or my business is about teaching kids um, programming, teaching kids Scratch, design, computer literacy. This is what my business is all about. But I think for years, I've not really done anything in the aspect of my business. I was just talking about myself, my involvement in community, and how I'm interested in an all-inclusive in an all-inclusive tech ecosystem. So you find out that I failed in this aspect of making sure that my personal brand inculcates my business brand at the same time. Like if you see me, you see my business, you see whatever it is that I believe, my values and everything I believe. That's what business business branding and personal branding will do for you. So of course we already know what branding is. Branding is that communication that tells people about your business, about your talent, about who you are. That's what your branding is all about. So we'll just move forward. We're narrowing it down now to personal branding. So your personal branding defines who you are to your audience. All right. It defines your personality, your interests, your goals, everything you represent, everything you stand for, your integrity, who you are, what you do. So for most of us, we already have a personal brand. For some of you that go on social media and all you post is memes, that is who you are. You're a cruise person. You're a cruise person, you love to have fun. You're already creating an image about yourself to people. Now, when you tell someone that, oh, I'm a software engineer, person will be like, oh, really? Because there is a side to yourself that you create on the social media or on a particular social media. So today we're trying to say that let's marry our personal brand to our business brand so that we could, if you look at most of these high businesses, I think I learned this from Tony Elumelu and even Dangote, mostly the higher holdings, that's Tony Elumelu Foundation. He's gymming, his sporting activities, his healthy living and all of that, everything boils down to his business. Like you could see that there is a marriage between this man's personality and his business. And with this, there is no conflicting interests. So the business will always succeed because this business is what he does and who he is. So going forward, I would like us to look at personal branding as us trying to marry what we do with who we are. So you will not say you are this person and what you do is different. So in all, it's about putting your best foot forward. Please, if you can still hear me, I would like an emoji reaction. So I would like to do a little exercise. If you think you don't have a personal brand for yourself, can you put it down on the chat? Like, oh no, I don't have a personal brand for myself. Otherwise, I would like you to put it on the group chat and tell us why you feel otherwise. So we'll get to that later. So knowing your niche. Now, this is where we marry these two topics. When you talk about building a personal brand and developing a niche for yourself. Now, this cuts across not just the tech ecosystem, to everything. Like I'm talking to us now as entrepreneurs. I'm not talking to us now as coders or developers or designers. I'm talking about to us as entrepreneurs. As entrepreneurs. Okay, so you look at it this way. Every time you want to make money with your talent or what you want to do, that is you trying to carve a niche. You want to say, okay, this is what I am known. Now I'm going to use myself as an example. Okay, I've already carved a niche. I can see my screen, please. Okay, so I already carved a niche for myself in community management. All right, because this is what I love to do. But then there is something else I also love to do. Can you hear me? I think my network is going off and on. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
All right, thank you very much. So, speaking about knowing your niche, you need to find out what you enjoy doing. You need to find out that this thing I love to do, can it make me money? Will it succeed? Okay, so to define a niche, entrepreneurs should consider what it is that they do in a way that no one else can. You should look at that thing you do in a way that if you do this, nobody else can replicate. Nobody else can replicate what you are doing. So let's move forward. Now, now here is how to carve out a niche when you're launching a personal brand campaign. Now, any of us can start from the beginning. You can say, okay, yes, this is what I want to do. This is what I want to run for. Now you can start a campaign for yourself. Design a publicity plan and interest. Okay, be authentic, be known, be recognized, be known and accepted by other people. All right. Research who your competition are. Offer a hand for collaboration. Volunteer in your area of interests. Now, offer value to your target audience. So that's the title there. It's supposed to be to your target audience. Now, create a social media presence and don't be scared to take up speaking gigs. Okay, so the first one we're going to be looking at is invest in interest and passion. All right. What are you passionate about? You need to understand that thing that gives you joy when you do it. Even if it wasn't yielding or it's not yielding money, you will still continue. That is something that gives you joy. That is something you're interested in. That is something that even when you're sleeping and they wake you up, you will do it. Okay, most people come into tech because there is money in tech. That's true, but do you have passion for it? Because you have to work for it. You have to really work for it. Then the next one is be authentic. There is no new idea anywhere in the world. All right, there's no new idea, but in every idea there is something you are bringing to it that the other people do not have. There is something you're bringing to it that your competitors do not have. So don't be scared to start up a new idea. Okay. So the next one is you need to co-opt and not compete. I think this is where we need to work on, especially in the. Oh, I think Ukemi wants to speak. Do you mind if it's a question? Do you mind writing it down? Then we talk about it. Okay, can you hear me? Oh, I think she's up. Okay, so co-opt, not compete. So here I would really like to say, most of the time we tend to start competing and doing things alone. But as a new entrepreneur, as someone that is still coming up, you have to learn to co-opt. Okay. After we've talked about being known and be accepted, what we mean here is that be recognized in the industry, both with people that you see as competitors and with people you see as mentors and with people you see as target audience. Be recognized. Let people know what you're doing. Now, the next thing is research your competition. What offer do you, what solution do you offer? You find out who else is offering this solution. How are they offering this solution? Who are their target audience and how do they reach their target audience? All right. But then when you're doing this research, you're doing this research to learn what they're doing right and what they're doing wrong, so you could do better. So the essence of this research is not to compete with them, but to learn from them, and that from there you increase your sales. That's the goal. The next one is offer a hand for collaboration. Now, when you find out that, okay, in your locality, you are a front-end developer, someone else is back, that will take up all of these roles, you can extend the hand of collaboration to other entrepreneurs, and you guys collaborate and do the project. At the end of the day, you find out that the job was well done. Now, consider value over money. When I say consider value over money, it's like, for as a starter and as someone that is trying to build his or her brand, if you look at it this way, you find out that even the Tony Elumelus, the Dangote, there are things that they do. Okay, you know about the $5,000 grant that Tony Elumelu does, and some other things that he does. So you find out that these things that is him giving value so that more people. Okay, you can decide to start making podcasts. You can decide to start making social media posts, the things you need. All right. When you start doing some of these things, people will seek you out. Then money, of course, will flow. So please don't overlook money. Just be wise. Just be wise while you're doing some of these things. Even when you're trying to give value, don't overlook money, because you will need to sustain. Every business needs sustainability. Then I'm trying to meet up with time. Then the last one is be consistent. All right. Create a social media presence. Make use of your social media. Understand each platform. Okay, like somebody like me, I don't enjoy Instagram because I am not really the gram person. I don't like the pictures. I don't take pictures. I don't do the story thing. So I really don't patronize Instagram. But that doesn't mean I don't have audience on the Instagram. So I need to learn how to maximize that particular social media handle. I think I patronize Twitter and LinkedIn more, and I recently started trying to patronize Facebook. So in all is your visibility. Please, if there is anything on the group chat that you need me to see, let me know, because I can't see it. Okay. So, like we're saying, create up a social media presence where you get to, post regularly, be consistent in doing it, and put yourself out there in your niche. Be focused. You can't please everybody. So be focused. You should know that, okay, this is where I am. For me, I'm in community management, and these are people I'm looking out to. For speaking geek, make sure that you are always sharing your ideas. So the last one should be take up a speaking gig. So don't underrate yourself, all right? Someone needs to hear that little thing you know. Always remember to give value. Always remember to give value. Okay, so I think we're almost at the end. So now this is a little fact about me. I'm still viewing and having managed in this room, open to be mentored and to mentor it. Okay, of course we die here. So same time, do not be too quick to quit whatever you're doing. I feel very terrible because I think my network is a little bit off and on, but we could work on that. Offer anyone that is interested in us should be able to at Anambra. Be on the lookout on our social media pages. We're going to bring social media down. Next time, I hope you were able to learn something. Thank you. So I'll stop sharing my screen now.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for that information, for that informative speech. That was so amazing. If you have questions, please you can pen them down, and you have opportunities to ask your questions. If you have a question for the last speaker, please you can just drop them down. You can drop them in the chat box, or better still, you can raise up your hand and you'll be permitted to ask your questions.
I'm big, so I'm gonna beat on my own drum. I don't make it so good, but the streets are no fun. Only love can get inside me. I'm moving in my own timing. Voice of the future, speak to me kindly. After what I want, somehow it find me. Somehow it find me. Somehow.
Moving up to the next speaker. Moving on to the next speaker. The next speaker will be speaking on innovative business models, women redefining entrepreneurship. And she is an outstanding, innovative, and motivated creative professional with a diverse skill set in networking, communications management, community engagement, and creative storytelling. With a strong foundation in founder care leadership, she has honed expertise in fostering meaningful connections, managing communications within the tech ecosystem with a proactive approach to professional growth. She is currently open to new opportunities. She's a communication, she's into communications management, community management, and creative storytelling. And I said earlier, she's the founder of Care Lead. I want you to join me as I welcome Amaju Orishe, Jesu Tofumi, Enemiku. Pardon me if I got that, if I got that wrong. But so let's just welcome her. She's going to be talking about innovative business models, women redefining entrepreneurship. Entrepreneurship. All right. You're welcome, ma'am.
Hi, hello everyone. So first thing first, I'll correct you. Yeah, so don't worry, you're not the only one that know how to pronounce my name. My name is Amaju Rishe. You can call me Amaju. And I'm the founder care lead at TVC Labs. And that means I take care of founders. So yeah, that's what I do. Uh, Okay, so it is nice to be here. I want to especially thank Cynthia and thank everyone that invited me to this session. It's nice to be here. It's nice to um, hear and have a community that understands the necessity of women inclusion and especially in the tech ecosystem. So speaking from my experience and speaking from what I do best, let me just say it in very simpler terms. I network founders with investors when the founders are investment worthy and investment ready. So that means founders who you have, let's say, tech founders who have beautiful and wonderful products with customers that or their products are very scalable. I see founders who are in that space and I am the bridge between the investors and between the founders. I help the founders become investment ready and investment worthy through CVC Labs. And then I connect them with investors who are very interested in them. So not just early stage investors. I connect them with VCs who are also looking. It depends on your stage. So those who are in Series A, I connect them with those people. And it has been a wonderful time. I guess. So I do not have a slide because I want this to be a very interactive session. I'm one of those people that I'm not like, I'm so sorry. I'm not like everybody. It's not intentional. It's just something I have become used to. I realize that when you have a slide, when you're presenting and you have a slide, people read the slide, but not necessarily listen to what you have to say. So they read instead of pay attention to what you're saying. So I don't know if I can do this. Can I be able to, because I want it to be an interactive session, can I call maybe one or two people? Is that allowed? Please let me know. Are we there?
Yes, yes, you can. Go on, please.
All right, so I'll be calling anyone while I speak about my topic. So, being inclusive as a woman in the tech ecosystem is something I think, with respect to business model, is something I think um, is in your power to do. So, I offer service. I don't have like a tech thing, right? I offer service to those who have those tech products. So you see people that, for example, one of the startups I'm working with, Dala Entertainment, Dala Technologies, they do, they are donors of Wilson Juice and everything, right? That means they've been in this space for a long period of time. All I need to do is help them become investment worthy. So now they have gone through the business model phase, they've gone through understanding their customers and certain things. But for investors to invest in them, they need to be investment worthy. Investment worthy, that means you have a digital data room. This is the tech ecosystem space I'm talking about. Oh, you need to have a digital data room. You need to have certain things in place. Your corporate governance is a structure in place. Your proposition, your organization structure, your economics, your milestones. These are the things investors look out for them to now say, oh yes, this person is worthy of my time, or this person is worthy of my money or anything, right? Before they can now say, okay, I'm willing to join you on this journey, or I'm willing to engage with you on this journey. So I want to ask this question. I want to know the amount of or the numbers of business owners we have here. So if you're a business owner in the room, please can I see a wave or like a thumbnail, something for me to just know that you're a business person. You own a business or you run something. Okay. So if you are in tech, if you are someone in tech, okay, Pamela, I can see you. Mofe, I can see you. Okay, so we have two business owners here. That is an SME. If you are a tech business, if you're a startup, if you have a startup here or you work with a startup, can I see your hands or like, can you just wave or something so I know those who are in tech in particular, you run startups or you own startup or you work with startups? Can I see your engagement so I know who exactly I'm speaking to? Okay, so that means I'm speaking to more of business owners than tech-enabled people, tech-enabled individuals. Okay, so for business owners, for example, how many women, I appreciate and I understand and I enjoy the fact that women are growing. I understand that it's quite tough, especially with the whole structure of things in this community, right? But Mofe, I would like to know how many women you know that in the top G's of your ecosystem. You're in business, right, Mofe?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So I would like to know how
Hello,
many
ma. I can hear
women
you,
you
ma'am.
know. Oh, yes. I would like to know how many women you know that are the ones making certain decisions with respect to your ecosystem in business, SME space, in the SME space. How many women do you know?
Okay, yeah, I know a lot of women that are
Mm-hmm.
really certain, like they are making gain in the economy right now. And
Okay.
let me just, for example, now I'm into baking. Let me just say I sell cake tools. Hello?
Okay. Yes, I'm hearing you. You say you sell cake
Yeah,
too.
I sell cake tools. Yeah, apart from trying to go into tech, I still run cake tools. I sell cake too. So I know people that have set pace like in the cake industry that are doing better.
Yes. So my question is, the people who are now at the top tiers, I understand that women are really doing a lot, but I feel like there's room for more improvement. So you see investors give, now there's this diversity that is working for women now, where you give them, where if you don't have, if you're in a, if any founder come and meet me and there is no gender based or is not a balanced gender situation, most likely I don't invest my time or anything in those founders. I just recommend them to other people because imagine you have four spaces, that is for your managerial team. You have you have the CEO, you have the CFO, you have the CTO, and you some of them have the COO, right? And out of those four, no woman is involved. Like no woman. I don't know why, but most of the people I've consistently met with, like founders in the tech space and also those who are not even in tech space. Once I meet up with them, mostly women are not involved, and I do not know why. But there are a lot of opportunities. So with me, I deal in communications, right? I deal in the communication space. I help founders communicate what they do to the investors clearly. I help them tell their stories clearly. I help them start from where they are now to where they're going to, and I help them do that clearly, right? Um, but I barely see, I understand that there are women in that space, but not in the decision making space. Like, I know women, except it's a female led organization, but I barely see, like, I hardly, not barely, there are there are some women in those spaces, but I barely see women are in the who are in the decision making spaces. So I barely see women who are the CEOs of that organization. I also have someone that is running it with them. Maybe they have men. Or they have, or you just see it is not balanced. I know that women are doing a lot of things now, but I just feel like, especially in the tech ecosystem, especially in the tech space, I feel like there is more opportunity, or there are more opportunities, and I feel like women can do more, because I consistently meet people with different amazing ideas, and you just say, okay, please, do you have any CEO? I mean, do you have any CFO, or that's the person in finance, and they don't have anybody. And I know a lot of women who have these experiences. I don't know, maybe the challenge is women are not going for those spaces, or the men in those spaces are not allowing the women to showcase or explore, grow, or consume space. One thing I've realized is that as a woman, you are not given the opportunity, number one, to sort of consume the space that is even available. You are not just given that opportunity. Once people see you, they just sort of think, oh, she doesn't really know what she's doing, especially when you're young. She's a young person. She doesn't really know what she's doing. And let's just give her this. Let her just do this thing. This will help her out. Or she doesn't even have children. So let's not give her too much responsibilities. And to be sincere, I don't really think that's how it should be. I feel a lot of young people, a lot of young women, they have the same capacity most men have. We can multitask. We ask questions. We are not shy, and um, we are not timid. So we can always take up space. There are a lot of opportunities out there. I love what last speaker spoke about with branding. Yes, branding calls attention. Branding, if if you have a personal brand and everything, people would know who you are, right? But aside that, do you know what you can do? Are you occupying space? So I don't think anybody that is in tech that especially I've worked with ARM or TVC Labs, or anything relating to startup, do not sort of know that they need investors, or do not sort of are not aware that, oh, they need ISN, or they need certain things. I'm not sure, especially people that are doing well in the tech ecosystem. I'm not sure there are people who don't know those brands, right? And if you look at those organizations or brands, you see that is not, there is diversity. Women are taking spaces. If women are not taking those spaces, how exactly do we now say that women are inclusive in the growth of the ecosystem? I don't know if everyone understands what I've said, but like, how exactly the job of a woman is to, or something a woman should do is, when you get to a place, number one, people are already downplaying you, or they're already underestimating you. But it is now your responsibility to occupy space. It is now your responsibility to be, I can do this thing. My branding, or the way people have already looked, I may not even have the best brand at first, but I can get to a place and make certain decisions. And sometimes people don't throw it at us. People don't give us the opportunity to. But once there is a slight, maybe a little bit of gap, or maybe there is a little bit of opening, I feel like women should be able to consume that space and swallow it up and take up the space. So you become decision makers with respect to what you're doing. So Mofe, in your catering business now, give me two big catering people. I know you sell cake to people, right? So give me two big companies or that you sell to or big. Do you sell B2B? Are you a B2B or a B2C? That's business to business or business to
Okay,
customers. Give
it's
me the
business
structure
to
of your
customer.
business.
I'm not really that established. It's just
Okay.
like a home baker, and I sell cake too. I do both, like bake and sell cake too. So just I'm just
Okay. So how many returning customers do you have consistently for a period of months in a month? Hello.
hello, hello, ma.
Yes, you get my question. I was
Hello, can you hear
asking
me?
how many returning customers do you have consistently? Your returning customers, what are their average? Some-
Hello.
Sorry, I don't know if it's my internet, but Mofe, I asked the question. Did you get
You
my
asking me if it's
question?
a business to customer?
Yes, I did ask
You
that. Then
said
I
if my
asked them,
business to
hello, can everybody hear
hello.
me?
Yes, I
Hi.
can hear you, ma. I think
Yes. Okay, please, I'm not ma'am. My name is Damaju, just so you can hear me.
I can hear you.
Yes. Did you get my second question with respect to your returning customers?
No, ma.
Okay. My second question is how many customers do you like if on an average monthly basis, how many returning customers do you consistently have?
Because my business is still I'm still growing though, so
Yes,
my
yes.
returning customer on a monthly basis is like for a month actually. I don't do up to like it's not a frequent baking. So I would say for
Mm,
example, if I have like 10 customer a month I baked for. So the next month, let's say like five wants to come or like some will have to refer me. So I do get more of referral in my
okay.
business.
Okay. So I don't really know your brand, but the you are supposed to have consistent like a consistent number of people that will consistently come back to you. And I don't know, like you said, it's a small scale business, right? But I was thinking that do you intend on collaborating with other vendors or other people who also run businesses, maybe um someone who is an event planner, for example? Do you collaborate with event planners? Or are you registered on their
Yes,
platform?
but no, I'm not registered on their platform. Like I no, at
Mm.
times I do get referrals from people. That's the only way I've been using to get my customers. But I've not actually registered my business. I'm planning to because I'm a home baker and I sell cake tools from home. So I'm planning
Oh,
to set all those things. Yeah.
okay. Okay, so please, it's very necessary or it's very important that you actually do register your business. That's one thing that is very important, especially as an early stage business owner.
Okay.
So okay, I wanted to give a context, but I don't think I'll be able to give it so with respect to the the stage of your business. Pamela, you raised up your hand. I don't know if you are here.
Yes, I
Um
am. Good day.
oh okay, hi. Hi, good day. Yes, you're a business owner, right?
Yeah, I do more like customizing things like mug, magic. Sorry, excuse me, I'm
Okay.
using this. Magic mug,
Oh, okay.
pillow and all.
Okay. So who do you partner with your I know you customize the mug. Do you produce the mugs yourself?
No, I have someone working with me.
Okay, that's a partnership. One.
Yeah, because
Okay.
I work too.
So
So
okay. So how many returning customers do you have on a on a monthly basis?
I have like a good number of them and also referral too.
Okay.
I have a good number of them.
Yeah. Yes. Give me the exact amounts, like the number.
A day or monthly.
No, in a monthly basis, like on a monthly basis.
Okay, they say like 20, 15.
15 returning customers consistently.
Yes.
That's good. That's good. However, I want to believe that there are other people who also run something similar to what you do, right? Is your company registered?
Not yet.
Okay. Why is it not yet registered, for example?
Uh nothing really. I don't have any
Hmm.
excuse for that.
Okay. All right. I want to advise that at least, do you have an Instagram account?
Yeah, but I
Yeah.
don't use it. I use WhatsApp and Facebook mostly for it.
WhatsApp and
They also have a website for it too.
okay, you have a well, that's a good one. You have a website for it.
Yes.
But
Yes.
how consistently do your customers relate to your website? How consistently do your customers engage with what the content you post on your Facebook and also on your website?
Um, let's say daily.
Daily.
Yes.
I'm trying to understand like the range.
Oh, okay.
Like if you say, oh, at least
Ma'am,
20% of
yes,
my
I'm getting.
customers.
I get what
Hmm?
you said. I'm just trying to
Okay.
let's say like 10, 5 daily.
Like 10, 5. Do you want an
Yes.
increase in that number?
Sure.
Do you want an increase in your customer base?
Yes, ma'am.
So are there other people who also run what you do that you intend on collaborating with?
Yeah.
Yes. So why have you not had like a conversation around that?
If I don't just have the time, I'm always busy, 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 busy.
But your business is also something that generates revenue for you.
Yes, of
So it's
course.
something you also need to like put structure in place to have time for so that you're able to now add value to your customers. That 15 people coming back is automatically increasing to 200, right? So it becomes
Yeah.
something
Yes.
you can consistently feed on. So that's what I mean by occupying space. And the space is not given to us. They don't give us the space. You have to take it. So if you don't see the need to take space, that's what I was speaking about. Like if you don't see the need to take space sometimes, do you think that um we'll be able to take that space if you don't see the need to take the space from the first instance?
No.
Yes. So this is one thing I wanted to tackle on. So before we even dive into your business model and everything, there has to be a drive, right? Everybody has to want to consume. Like, I'm not saying every woman should, but I just feel like everyone should want the betterment of whatever products they are producing. Everyone should want to grow. So they would want to occupy space. So your product, you should be thinking of collaboration. Who can I collaborate with that would make my business go from point A to point B? Who can I meet with, or who are the people in my space that would enable me, sort of push me, not necessarily like they're paying me or anything. No, that if I collaborate with this person, no, they'll bring in more customers and that will generate more revenue for me. That's how our thought process should be with respect to inclusivity in the tech ecosystem, not just tech ecosystem, but in the business ecosystem and in the world. Hi, Memuna. Hello, Mimuna.
Hi, Amadu. Good evening. Nice
Hi.
presentation.
Nice to meet you again. So, Mimuna, I know personally that you are from ISN, and I know personally that you've consistently worked with women and you've consistently seen the value they bring to the table, right? Is there something we can do with, for example, Mofe and Pamela, their business owners? Is there something we can introduce to them that can help them also engage with more people from the ecosystem with respect to SMEs and all? I'm asking because I know you're ISM person, so I know you know.
Okay, maybe after that they can have my contacts. I can link up with maybe MSME Africa, since
Yes.
it's done for entrepreneurs.
Yeah. Thank you very much. Thank you, Maimuna. So yes, like Maimuna just said, spot on. Those are the things I expect from more women. And I know that we can all do it. Is it time consuming? Hi, Awele. Okay. Is it time consuming? Yes. But I believe these are the things we need to put our foot on for us to grow and acquire more space and be more tech enabled. We can introduce tech into our products, but these are things we also need to prioritize. Thank you very much, Cynthia. Thank you, Awele. Thank you, everyone. If you have any questions, please ask, and we'll see in the future.
Thank you so much. Thank you. So educative. I believe that we've learned a lot, like a lot. And my mother used to say she's going to be dropping our phone number. So I think that will be dropped before the end of this meeting. Okay, so you guys have been so attentive and well done, well done. We want to actually just all right, okay. So before we continue on this program, I would like to really thank our speakers that have spoken. Thank you so much. Thank you for being part of this event. Thank you so much. And oh, someone has a question. All right. Okay. Yes. I'll be taking your question. Okay, please. I would like for the other speakers to please maintain the 10 minutes that was given, please, so we can actually finish up on time. So sorry about that, but please let's just do that. Thank you so much. I have income. Yes, I saw your question. Oh, let me see. Okay, so Inkem said, and this question is for is she still available? For our last speaker, please, my question is I am into Gary processing and I sell palm oil, but I have no idea how to scale it up. Okay, please, she's still here. Let me check. Amaju, yeah. Please, you have a question here from Nkem
Sorry,
Lovett. Please, can you?
apologies. My internet glitched, so I did not get the question.
All right.
Can someone read it to me?
Also, she said she's into Gary processing and she sells palm oil. So yes, and she sells palm oil, but she doesn't know how to scale it up. So she needs idea.
Okay, so for scalability, do you know anyone from give me a minute, do you know anyone from the Nest Hub? They run for the Nest Hub, they run scalability programs with respect to things, whatever product you are selling. They run scalability programs for SMEs. So I can give you my email address. So, or you can, my email address will be in chat box now. So you can reach out to me and we can have a conversation on where you are at now and how we can help. Not per se, but how we can help you grow from where you are to where you want to go to. Does this answer your question or does this help? Please confirm. Okay, thank
Hi,
you.
Kim. Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Amaju. So, and Kim, does that answer your question? All right. Okay. Thank you so much. So, all right. So, moving on to the next, I would like to ask a question. Please just stay tuned, stay till the end. We have a lot in store. We have gifts and stuff waiting for us. Okay, so I want to ask a question right now, a quick one. What office tool do you like using or do you love using? I would like us to drop that in our chat box so we can see the tools, the office tools that we love using and why we love using them. You can actually drop them and it can help someone also. Okay, someone says Jones area says ChatGPT. Okay, so why do you love using ChatGPT? Yeah. Amaju says Google Workspace too. That's fine. Okay. So why do you love using them? Please, I want to see more in the chat box, please. Thank you. Yeah, Uche Esther says ChatGPT Gemini. Okay. All right. Okay. Click up. Click up. Okay. All right. Okay, so John says ChatGPT serves as my guide and expert advisor in making critical business decisions. Wow, that's sweet. Yes. Jenny says Google Docs. She uses it for a lot of things. All right, yeah. Amaji says ClickUp is a project management tool. And Maimuna says Zoho. Oh, I'll actually check this up. I've not seen it before. Zoho, right? Okay. Yeah, Joseph says Excel. It simplifies complex calculations. Yes, that's true. All right. That's pretty cool. All right, that's pretty cool. All right. So I've actually learned about one now, and that's Zoho. I've not heard it before. This is my first time, so I'll check it out. Notion for documenting my ideas so it's easy to follow up with execution. Yeah, I've added that to my knowledge. Okay. All right.
I am sexy on the ground. But be the boy, you can get it right. I'm feminine, I am masculine, I am anything I want. I can teach you, I can love you. If you get it, you see that.
All right. Okay, all right. Moving on to the next speaker for this event. The person coming up right now is a seasoned data reporting specialist with a proven track record of leveraging data to drive strategic decision making and enhance organization performance with extensive experience spanning multiple roles in the finance and telecoms industry. She brings a unique blend of expertise in database reporting and management with analysis tailored to meet dynamic stakeholder needs. Aside from data, she is a baker and a creative director at Healthy Feel Nigeria, a one-stop shop for everything healthy across appetizers, meals, and desserts. She's passionate about growth and impact, and she loves to see people in a wholesome life and, to make them know that every good thing will come. She will be speaking on marketing yourself as a data analytics consultant, creating your personal brand. And this person we're speaking about, or I'm talking about, she is Temilade Olarewaju. Welcome, please welcome her. You're welcome, ma'am. All right, I don't think she's here. I think maybe a network is giving us some issues. Then moving to the next speaker. Moving to the next speaker. The next speaker for this event is she will be speaking on from idea to impact, nurturing startup ecosystem, providing insights and practical advice for women entrepreneurs. She is a software engineer and technical writer with years of hands-on experience. She successfully developed applications that cater to the needs of thousands of users in different industries. She is the visionary founder of Codetivite and is the CTO and co-founder of Resolution AI. She is deeply committed to community-driven initiatives. Her role as a product pro ambassador at Consentize and her global position as a women takemakers ambassador underscore her dedication to fostering collaboration and innovation with the tech industry. She is passionate about giving back to the community. She is currently an open source fellow at Codacy. Her contributions to open source projects are commendable. And we are speaking of Ogubuke Alexandra. Yes, sorry about that. Sorry if I murdered your name. I'm sorry about that. So let's welcome her. Let's welcome her. You're welcome. You're welcome, Alex. Thank you.
Hi.
Over.
Yeah, you actually murdered my name, but it's all right. Can you guys hear me?
Yes, we can.
Please say hi if you can hear me, so I can just run.
Hi, we can hear you.
All right, great, great, great. So I'm just going to start because apparently time has really okay, I'm gonna okay, yeah. So my name is Alex. You can just call me Alex. I am a software engineer and I am also the founder of Cotivite. Cotivite is basically a community aimed at increasing the financial value of its users. You guys can see him, right?
Yes.
Okay, great. I will take that as a yes. All right, so today I'm going to be talking about basically moving from idea to impact, nurturing startup ecosystems, providing impact and practical advice for us women, and for women who are looking to launch their ideas basically in tech. All right. So for context, right, we are just going to go through this conversation, basically a conversation, and we are going to look at something that really affected all of us, and we would look at how the process would be like if we were to bring out an idea from it, right? So I don't know if you guys remember a couple of weeks back, there was something that happened to the cable, the internet cable that caters for most of West Africa, and a lot of us did not have access to internet. Now, during that period, a couple of people were looking for places where they could, like places where they could actually stay to do their work, right? Now, aside from this, also a couple of weeks back, also there was a particular time when we just had light issues, and it was so bad that me personally, I had to actually start leaving my house because I actually work remotely, but I had to start leaving my house every day to a particular space to work. Now, for the context of our talk, say us as people on this group now, we are entrepreneurs, okay, and we are tired of the light and data situation that is happening in Nigeria. So we want to build a co-working space. Now, this is a business idea we've come up with based on the struggles that we have, experienced personally, right? Now, the first question is, what exactly would it take for us to actually have, like, imagine you actually want to have this as a business. What exactly would it take for us to take this simple thing now that we have as an idea to actually the point where we have a sustainable business that actually generates revenue and impacts life, helps people genuinely, right? Now, one of the the core aspects of my talk today is the concept of startup ecosystems, right? So the first thing we need to do now as business entrepreneurs, as business owners rather, is we need to understand what exactly is a startup ecosystem and why are we even, like, why are we having this conversation? Why are we bothered about startup ecosystems, right? So the reason why we need to be bothered about startup ecosystems, okay, let me leave that for later. But basically, first, what exactly is a startup ecosystem, right? A startup ecosystem refers to basically a network of people. These people can be investors or entrepreneurs, basically people that are within a particular region, and they are like what connects them are businesses, growing of businesses, and basically, making money generally, right? Now, the reason why we are bothered about startup ecosystems is because I don't know like who you or what level you are at, right? You could be maybe someone who potentially wants to have a business in future, or maybe you already have a business, or maybe you are not interested in businesses because you have a lot of money to fund businesses. I mean, like wherever you are, maybe you are not, maybe you don't have enough money yet to fund businesses, and you're not ready to have your own business, but you actually work for a business. So if you fall into any of these categories, the reason why understanding startup ecosystem is important is because you get to understand how money is being moved around, right? You get to understand how things work under the hood. Okay. Because these ecosystems actually provide infrastructure, they provide resources that are necessary for businesses and startups, especially to thrive and grow. So the next thing now is now we understand basically what ecosystems are. So who are the key players? Let's look at the key players in an ecosystem. Remember, for context, we are still building on our, like, we have an idea right now. We are trying to create a co-working space, remember. So as people trying to create a co-working space, the first thing we want to do is understand our own startup ecosystem. We need to understand, okay, who are the investors that are available to us? Who are the organizations that we can actually meet to get funds and whatever it is we need. So at this point, we are going to be doing research to basically understand our system, our ecosystem, and this could be, meeting people, going to events, participating in different kinds of things, basically to get grounded in the ecosystem. Because when you go to events, when you interact a lot with people in the startup ecosystem and you are known, it's easier to actually get a lot of things. And I say that from experience, right? So that's what this is about. Like, this next slide is about, actually. So at this point, the startup ecosystem actually helps you. You get to meet people, which is very important, right? You get to network, you have access to capital, you have access to infrastructure, right? So building on this knowledge now, understanding the reason why we actually need to be to be integral parts of our direct ecosystem. Let's now move on to the core of this conversation today, which is us building our startup. Now, okay, I have a little quote here. In the dynamic landscape of startup ecosystems, every neighborhood represents a unique opportunity for innovation and collaboration. So sorry if it feels like I'm rapping. I'm trying to rush really, really quickly. Yeah. So the first aspect of any business as a person, say you do not have any idea of what it means to run a business, and you don't have, and I say this right now in the context of a tech business, right? A business that is around tech. Well, any business generally, but our focus today is something around tech, right? So you don't have any idea of what it means to run a business. The first thing you would primarily do is ideation. Ideation is when you generate ideas for potentially what the business could be, right? So, for example, me personally, I experienced a lot of problems when I did not have light and I did not have access to internet. It was very terrible. And at that point, I started thinking of how exactly I could make a business out of it. Like, because of the frustration I got, ideas started coming of just how to believe any other person who was experiencing the problem I experienced, right? So the first thing is for me now, in my case, I already had a business idea because it was like a problem I was actively facing at that particular point. But usually the first thing is ideation. So ideation is when you just basically come up with ideas. It could be your pain points, it could be maybe trends, it could be various things. For example, I don't know if you guys have heard of this Milky Donut going on the internet. Somebody can just hear about it, and I mean, anybody that starts selling Milky Donuts right now potentially would, have something like, will have a wave to ride on because it's what is trending. Okay, so it could be trends, basically. Like, these are different ways in which ideas actually come up. But now this is the thing about this state. This state is very important because one thing I've learned, like one of the reasons why startups actually fail is because of people don't really take the process of idea validation seriously. So what is idea validation? Very simple. I mean, I wake up in the morning and I think, oh wow, Enugu State is known for Okpa. Everybody likes it in Okpa, right? And I decide I want to start selling Okpa. Maybe I want to start selling Okpa in large quantities to people because I think Enugu State is known for Okpa. Now, idea validation is the process whereby I actually check the viability of my idea. Viability means how sustainable is the idea? Are people actually willing to actually buy this offer? Like, are people interested? Like, are people interested in this service I am planning to offer? So it's important for us to do idea validation, actually. So at this point, people actually take this for granted, right? Someone just thinks of something, wakes up, thinks of something, and boom, fly with it. But this point is very important because if you cannot validate an idea, it doesn't matter how good it sounds in your head. If you have a business and nobody is willing to pay for it, that business will crash. Like that business will crash because the what sustains a business is sales, right? And if people are not willing to actually buy or pay for whatever it is you're offering, sorry, but that business will not go far, right? So at this point, after we've created after we've gotten our idea, the next thing we need to do is validate your idea. How do you validate your idea? There are a couple of ways, but the most popular way to validate an idea is creating something called an MVP. Now, what's an MVP? An MVP is, in simple terms, is the smallest possible product you can create that people will actually be willing to pay for. Okay, so in our example now, in our co-working space sample, and our MVP will just be, for example, say I have a room in my house that I'm not using, and like maybe my parlor, I'm not using my parlor, and I will just put chairs in there, make it clean, make sure that I have lights all the time, make sure that there's strong internet there, and tell people that, oh, come and start using it. So just the minimum amount, it mustn't even be maybe chairs that are too awesome, but just the fact that people can use that space comfortably is like create an MVP. So after we've gotten that like smallest amount of like the smallest product or the smallest service that we can actually offer that people would be willing to pay for, the next thing we now want to do is maybe after a particular period of time, we conduct interviews. We ask people, okay, so based on you've been coming here for like the past 2 weeks and all, what do you think? How do you like the service? What do you not like about it? What should we add? What can we remove? Would you be willing to actually pay? You know, you have like interviews, you survey, you speak to your clients and know, okay, so if the space was bigger, would you be willing to pay? Okay, if the location was here, would you actually be willing to get the same service? You know, at this point, you are hearing from your direct customers, like you are hearing what they need, you're hearing what they don't like, and you are validating your idea. Now, based on the results, now let's say for our own sample, because our idea is awesome and people really liked our service, our idea has been validated. What next? Right? So, what next? So the next point is, at this point, we validated that, okay, truly, people will be willing to pay for our service. So we're no longer bothered about whether our business will thrive or not. We know that for a start, we can make it. So the next thing is for us to actually build up this startup. So at this stage, for a business owner, at this point is when you could potentially hitch up with incubators. So incubators are organizations that would basically help you. So you've probably not made a lot of sales yet, or you've probably never made any sales, but you validated your idea one way or the other, right? So an incubator would help you. They're like they would hold your hand, you get, and help you from the point where your business is just starting. If you could join any incubation cohorts, like this part would actually be great for it, right? So using our startup, I'm just going to run through this. So what we need to focus on right now, you need to plan operations. So for us now, because we are working with an actual physical business for our example. So we need to think about important things. So when we are doing this part, then our survey results becomes important. So remember all the things the customers told us in the last section, right? So all those things they told us become very, very important. So we want to know, okay, what do they want? Like, do they like this location? Is there a better location that we can actually move our business to, to like basically just scale it so that people can actually access it better? What equipment do our customers actually need? You get, and yeah, at this point, we could have an inventory management system to basically manage everything that happens in our co-working space and basically just plan our operations around how it will be beneficial for our business and how it would be beneficial to the customers. Now, the next thing we want to do, okay, so for this one is in case we decide that, okay, I don't know if you guys have used maybe, yeah, definitely, if you have booked maybe anything, maybe a co-working space, or you've booked, maybe you've gotten maybe flights, or maybe you're traveling somewhere and you want to book GIG, all these things. You see that you can actually have your business online, like a booking service for us now. that own a co-working space. So people can actually book our application, and we can manage a lot of things online. So for this part now, it will be important to work with the right people to, get our technology stack right. At this point, we want to think about having if we want to have a website, if we want to have, maybe we want to have an employee management system where all our employees can log in and do whatnot, like whatever it is that is supposed to be done, maybe check in daily or whatever. This is where we would plan that, right? So at this stage. Now, the next thing, very important. So the next thing we want to do is we want to think about team building and company culture, because definitely it's so if you're building a business, you need to understand that the most important people truly are your customers. But the next most important people are your employees or people that are in your business, because your business most times would grow only to the point of how well you take and treat your employees, truly. So the more inclusive your company culture is, the better. So this is a very important part in building a business. So anybody that is involved in your business, you need to treat them right, because these are the people that actually interface with your customers. You get, so if you do not treat them right, they end up treating your customers wrongly, and your business gets a bad name. So at this point, we need to foster strong company culture. We need to ensure that we look for ways to help make our members of our team improve continuously, enforce some ways in which we could collaborate better and stuff, right? So yeah, okay. Building a tech startup is like constructing a skyscraper. It requires a strong foundation, a visionary architect, and a dedicated team of builders. Okay, dedicated is an underlined word here. All right. So at this point, I know I've been rapping a lot. I don't know how many minutes. Please, really, okay, just tell me how many minutes I have left, so that I know where I'm at. But basically, at this point in our business now, so we have built a team. We have defined what our operational structure should be like, and we've started running our business. Right now, while we're running our business, we need to think about sustaining the business, because it's not just about starting a business. Sustaining the business is very important, and sustaining the business is just means ensuring the business does not die. That's number one. Now, scaling your business. So as a business owner, okay, you don't just want your business to be at the point where, okay, it's just on life support. Just make sure saying no die. No, you also want to make sure you are thinking about how to grow. Okay, if you have 100 customers, okay, in the next 6 months, how do we get up to 600 customers? So this is where scaling comes in. So for us now, let's say we now have a website, we have a co-working space that people actually come to, with the barest minimum things, with everything that our users told us that they would really like to see. Okay, so what exactly? So at this point now, we are thinking, how can we make sure that our business doesn't die? How can we make sure that people keep coming to our workspace? How can we make sure that, okay, people are actually willing to refer other people to actually come to this space, to our business, right? So the first thing we're thinking about is expanding customer base. Okay, so expanding customer base now can be done in a lot of ways, right? So first, we can make really good use of social media, right? And believe me when I tell you this, one of the fastest and best way to market anything, anywhere, in any part of the world is through referrals. Okay, referrals are one of the best ways to market. That's number one. Now, aside from referrals, when you can give human reviews, yeah. So when actual people are willing to give reviews about your products, believe me, you will sell. When people are willing to give reviews and when they are willing to refer other people, you will sell. So at this point, okay, we should be thinking about how to leverage feedback, how to leverage reviews, right? How to make sure that our existing customers are so comfortable, right? That they are willing to just tell the whole world about us. I don't know if you guys know and remember this Aya pad, like this Aya pad that's I think it went viral like a couple of weeks back because one person, it went viral because one single person decided to, she just made a video on her phone and everybody wanted to buy. Like she made a video and she said a lot. But aside from that, because the product itself was actually a really good product, combined with the review, the internet went wild. Like everybody was just willing to buy this stuff. Okay, so that's how you do it. Okay, so you could actually also run sales, right? And yeah, so customer success strategies now, like this one I just talked about. Now, making sure your customers are actually comfortable, one, and then leveraging their their own experience to get more customers. Believe me, this is key. Now, the next thing is optimizing operation. Yeah, so this is just the same thing I've talked about previously. So internal processes, making sure that because certain things actually tick certain people the wrong way. Okay, let's start. Uche. Okay, is it okay? Time. Okay, is it time or okay? I'm going to assume that's time. So yeah, so optimizing our operations, just making sure that basically we serve our customers the best way we can. Now, the next part is aside from all this. So for
Alex, please, can you shorten it fast? We have like next speaker is exceeding the usual time,
okay,
please.
all right,
Thank
all right,
you.
all right. I'm
Thank
actually,
you.
yeah, I'm done already actually. Thank you so much. So for us to actually scale, we could actually seek additional funding. So at this point is where we would get you could start talking to VCs, you could start talking to accelerators, you could start talking to angel investors or crowdfunding platforms and all. So yeah, so overcoming challenges as a woman entrepreneur. So in all this, we've talked about how to get ideas, we've talked about how to validate your idea, we've talked about how to even start the business and how to scale the business. So now there are going to be challenges that you would actually encounter. So, but just the summary of this is that the best way for us to actually to overcome all these barriers, for us to come together and let us try to collaborate more over competing. Really, collaboration helps a lot. So being part of a community also helps a lot. So like I started off about talking about ecosystem. So actively being part of the ecosystem would help a whole lot also. And yeah, let us advocate for diversity and inclusion to help reduce the barrier to entry for women and other people who are actually experiencing these issues that we experience. So as women entrepreneurs, we don't just break barriers, we build bridges, connect dreams, and pave way for future generations. I've practically just run through the end. So thank you so much, guys, for listening. Please scan this URL to rate my talk. I know I yapped a lot, but please tell me how I can do better. I would appreciate that. And please feel free to connect with me on LinkedIn, Twitter, or send me an email if you have anything you want to talk about further. Thank you so much, guys.
Speak no people, I am not the one supposed. They can talk that shit about you as long as you know that it's false. I am free, I am heaven, I am what I like to be.
Hi everyone, Alex. Thank you so much for the talk. Thank you so much for the wonderful session. So I'll be assisting Awele from now. She's having a little challenge. So thank you guys for staying through to this hour. And we'll be introducing our next speaker because we don't have enough time. Memuna Yusuf Ahmed. So I'll be introducing her briefly. She has a wealth of experience as a program officer and a project lead passionate about driving impact in development and business growth. With a background in applied biology, I obtained she obtained her MBA with specialization in project management. She possessed a unique blend of skills that enable her to lead teams to execute complex projects and to drive positive change in communities. She has extensive experience in organizing activities, facilitating trainings, managing staff welfare, and coordinating with stakeholders. She has curricular activities with ENACT US, which has refined her career path, initiating numerous projects with impact of 1,529 people in northern Nigeria, contributing to the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals. So you're welcome, Memuna Yusuf. Please let's use the emoji, the clap emoji to welcome her. Welcome, Memuna.
Hi everyone. Before he like to start, I always believe we put face to names. So that's why I opened my camera, and it's nice being here, though I'm fasting and it's nearly time for me to break my fast, so I have to hurry up. I intend to spend like maybe 10 to 20 minutes or 10 to 15 minutes to thank you. So I'm going to talk about digital transformation for MSMEs, where you'll be leveraging on technology for growth. Digital transformation, whether we like it or not, it's happening, and it's happening in a very fast pace in the country. And whether we like it or not, we have to take it, because if we look at what is going on today, yesterday I remember during my graduation in my high school graduation, where I thought that okay, yesterday we are using electric gas appliances, but maybe in future we are going to use a computerized kitchen, and this is what is happening right now. It's just like how many years ago, 2009 to here, and we already have a digitalized kitchen. So I'm going to briefly look at strategies for implementation of digital transformation, especially for women-led businesses, which I'm passionate about. And coming from the north, there's this stereotyping about a woman. Everywhere in the African culture, there's a patriarchal nature of women are second-class citizens or third-class citizens. So in the north, it's perceived that women, yes, are second-class citizens, but what led me to this journey is how we have been perceived, because I have my grandmom, for example. She has been trading in I can call her like not a goldsmith, but she deals in gold. She sells, she buys and sells gold from Saudi Arabia, from Pakistan, the Arab countries, then bring it down to Nigeria, Kano State should be precise, to sell. So the women have been doing businesses in the north, but locked up in the house due to the cultural barriers. Cynthia, you are familiar with the Kano terrain, the northern terrain, you know it. They do a lot of stuff, but they are not out there. So we got involved in promoting women businesses. So, for example, in honor of this International Women's Day, and leveraging technology is one of the thing that I'm more passionate about now. Transferring from tech to more of looking at the SMEs now. For example, I used to be a partnership person at ISN, is an innovation support network for all the innovation hubs in Nigeria, but now I'm transitioning to more using technology to boost businesses of SMEs, especially the rural women in the northern Nigeria. We've covered 6 states. So what I want to do now is as a woman-led business owner or as a an SME person, before transformation to the tech space, you have to do a practical implementation strategy. It's essential to have a solid foundation, like fostering a digital first mindset for your organization. You can't transform without having that mindset, or you have to encourage a culture of continuous learning and experimentation. You have to embrace failure as a stepping stone to success, and you have to always prioritize adaptability and agility. Yes, because you keep failing, you keep coming back, rise, come, rise, come. So, and you have to be open to learning many things like we can say data analytics, e-commerce platforms, social media marketing. The possibilities are endless, like cloud computing, yes. And if you look at data, I like the last speaker, Alex, about data analysis, all about data. Everywhere you go is about data. There's this hotel that I experienced. I went 10 years ago. It was in Lagos at the Lekki axis. So I went back last year. I was surprised that my details were still there because it's data. They take the data as a business person. It's one step ahead for you to achieve your marketing success if you are trying to embrace technology as a space. Also, blockchain technology. We're dealing with blockchain, whether we like it or not. The Web3 is something that is coming up now, and I'm using it for the women-led businesses that I do consultation for. For example, the traceability of their products. If you are going to export to Europe, and Europeans, you know them, they want traceability. Oh, where's this coming from? Oh, it's coming from Nigeria in a rural area, you know. So the blockchain technology, you are going to have that traceability. And let's talk about the importance of leveraging on the right tools and technology. Also, it's very crucial because you can't just, because somebody is using a social media platform, you say you want to use a social media platform, for example, Instagram, because Miss A is using an Instagram, Miss B is using Twitter. Look at the one that align with your customer base, your environment, and your followership is very important in leveraging digital marketing. Also, focus on digital education and trainings. They are very paramount. And I also like to don't underestimate the power of networking and collaborations, because we keep saying today is we are celebrating International Women's Day. Women should support women, but then, ironically, some women are those that don't support the women. So I believe if you can have I have like 3 projects which are currently running, and I have a startup that we had, and it's going good, and it's collaborations between people in the southern part of Nigeria that I know. This is the power of collaboration. Then lastly, I like to talk about the importance of resilience and perseverance. Yes, they said that if hard work is the gateway to you becoming rich, the African woman will be the richest woman in the world. Yes, because African women are hardworking, they persevere. You know, you are working, you are having a child. In the tech space, it's not easy. You are having a child, whether you are selling, someone is selling Gary here. I can if you're the one producing the Gary, you have your job, you have your work, you have to go back and be the housewife and be a mother, you know, even if you are not a mother, but you are a housekeeper, you know. So it's something that is very important for us. And these challenges and setbacks are obstacles So during this time that your grit, determination, and resilience, it will be put to test, yes, but I'll stay focused on your goal, stay adaptable, never lose sight of your vision. And I also want to leave you with this thought that digital transformation is not just about embracing new technologies. No, it's about empowering people, driving inclusivity, and unlocking human potential. So I urge us to embrace it, collaborate, because when women are supporting women, it's very easy for us, and we pave way. Before, it used to be gender used to be a barrier for us, but now there are a lot of potentials for the gender. You know, everything you see, they say, oh, women, this is a woman. If you see opportunities, they say, oh, these are for the grants. Maybe, for example, most of the grants today are gender-based grants. So we take this good opportunity of it, and let's stay committed to ourselves. And as we celebrate International Women's Day, I hope every woman in Nigeria, not just Nigeria, in Africa, we have that equal opportunities to thrive and succeed in the digital age. There is a saying in my language that, we wear, the Northerners wear turban, the men wear turban, and the women wear a scarf. A scarf in the midst of turbans. So women, one woman can take charge of 10 men and she thrives. So I always see myself as that person. You also to do that. And thanks to what Cynthia is really doing at Coriftech, I really love it. And it's a part of collaboration. Like I told you, that I and Cynthia got to this level. And like I said, she's a sister because Cynthia grew in Kano. So I'll leave you because thank you. I really enjoyed your session, and I hope we'll have a lot of two people that requested for network for the MSMEs. If you can talk to Cynthia so that she can give you my contact, and I can connect you with the MSME Africa. SMEs thrive, and we also do that in Reba. We do business consulting, and we upscale, we incubate also and accelerate and enable startups, and also a thing that we're doing right now at Reba. So thank you so much for the opportunity, and it has been a wonderful session. Thank you so much. I wish I had more time, but I have to go. Goodbye, everyone.
Thank you so much, Memuna. So if you have any questions, thank you so much.
Thank you. Speakers have spoken. Memina, thank you so much for doing this despite the fasting period. Thank you. We are honored. We'll move on to the next person. The next person we'll be introducing is Mrs. Esther. Mrs. Esther C. Yeah, she'll be speaking on. She's the community manager for Coriftech, and also as well as partnership. She'll be speaking on community building and support system. Mrs. Uche, you're actually welcome, and the floor is open for you.
Thank
Please, a
you.
round of applause for her.
Thank you very much, Ma, for giving me this opportunity to speak. So I'll be sharing my screen, and I'll make sure I'm fast. So because we've really spent a lot of time, so I'll be sharing my screen right now. Sorry. So share screen. Can you see my screen?
Yes.
Okay, so I'll be very brief about this.
No.
I'll be talking about community build. Sorry? Is anybody saying something? Can anybody hear me?
Yeah, we can hear
Yes,
you.
I can hear you.
Go ahead, please.
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, I thought someone was saying something. Okay, so I'm talking about community building and support network. So let's just dive into this. My name is Esther. I'm a community manager and also a social media manager and a digital marketer. So, what is community building? So, community building involves creating a network of individuals with shared interests, goals, and values. So, what are the importance of community building? It fosters connections, collaboration, and support among members. When you're in a community, you connect with other people from different backgrounds, from different culture, and also have support from one another. So that's one of the advantage of community building. Then why does community matter? Look, for us, the women in the male-dominated tech industry, community provides a sense of belonging and solidarity for women. When we have a community of women that are supporting women, it gives us this encouragement to do more, to strive. Or, oh, this woman is doing this, or this lady is doing this. I would like to do this. I would like to do that, and it gives us that encouragement to do more. And it offers opportunities for mentorship, skills development, and career development. So when you're in communities, you have access to mentorship, you have access to skill development, because sometimes some communities do things like boot camps where you get to learn some of all these tech top skills for free. So when you're in a community, you have access to all of this. So I won't be wasting more time. Can you still hear me?
Yes.
And you can see my
Yes, we can.
okay. So let's continue. So why support? I think I've skipped. Okay. Why support network matters? Support networks are a group of people who emotionally, practical, and professionally support one another. That gives support to one another. So the importance of these support networks are we offer them offers guidance, encouragement, and resources, especially in challenging times. Sometimes you might be okay for the developers. Let me use developers for example. Sometimes you might be going through challenges. Okay, you call it bugs in your codes, and if you're in a community, you can just drop it there, and you see that within 5 minutes, 10 minutes, or probably an hour, you get someone help you, someone that has gone through that process, or someone that has encountered this the issue before will definitely help you. So that is why support network matters. So moving on, we have different type of support networks. But for the professional networks, we have the industry specific groups offering career development opportunities and mentorship. Then we also have the peer support groups, communities where individuals facing similar challenges can share experiences and advice. And we also have online communities that have virtual platform providing a space for networking, knowledge sharing, and collaboration. So what are the benefits of community? Emotional support. Community provides a safe space to discuss challenges, celebrate successes, and also seek advice. Like what I said before, when you're going through something or you need help with something, with a challenge, you can just post it in the community, and before you know it, you get help. And skills development, mentorship, and peer learning opportunities, enhance technical and soft skills. Like what we do in our community, Coriftech community, we always have this soft skill training every Friday. And is what is totally free. Most times, one thing is getting the the skill, the web development skill. Another thing is having a soft skill. So like communication, some people they know how to code very well, but they don't know how to communicate. So if you're in a community that provides soft skill training like this, it helps you develop your soft skills. Then we have career advancement, benefit of community, career advancement, networking open doors to job opportunities, promotions, and leadership roles. So this, we always post communities. Some communities belong to, they post job opportunities. If there are job opportunities, they post it there. But if you don't belong to any community, if you're just on your own, relying on probably LinkedIn or some other job website, you might not even get to see some of all these jobs. But when you belong to communities and they just post it, and we all know that most times some of these communities are on WhatsApp, and we easily access our WhatsApp, and we can just go to the group and we'll see list of jobs and you apply. So building communities, identify your needs, determine the type of support you require, and seek out relevant communities. So you don't just see a group link and you just join. At the end of the day, you have lots of WhatsApp groups that you don't even attend to. Choose the one that best suits you. Choose the one that, okay, this community aligns with my goal. This community aligns with what I want to do or what I see myself doing. Then you join those communities that align with your goal, so that relevant community, not just you just see a link and you join because you want to join a community. No, join communities that will give you impact. Then get involved. Participate in events. Not just one thing is joining a community, another thing is participating. Some people join communities and they don't say anything. They don't do anything. So I attended an event and somebody gave a testimony that it was because she was active in a community. That was how she got her first job after volunteering. Just being active in the community. Don't just keep quiet. Sometimes when some things are posted in the group, you don't say anything, or maybe you say graphic designers needed. Maybe you're a graphic guy, I don't know, maybe you're scared or something, but you don't say anything. Participate in events and contribute to discussions, meaningful discussions. Bring yourself out there and also be supportive. Offer assistance. You know it, you have this knowledge. Offer to help. You can voluntarily help. Can help others within the community and be genuine. Build relationship based on authenticating trust and mutual respect. So moving on, nurturing support networks. So seek mentorship, learn from experienced professionals who can offer guidance and advice. Offer support, I said before. Be willing to lend a helping hand and support others on their journey. So you can do this by volunteering. If you're just starting out, you can do this by volunteering. I tell you, volunteering is not somebody trying to suffer you. It's not somebody trying to, hey, I'm doing this thing for free. No. Volunteering has really helped me. I am testimony of volunteering. I volunteer a lot. I still volunteer now, but it really helps. It helps build your skills. So if you're just starting out in tech and you just offer support, volunteer. Oh, I can do this for you. If there's a mentorship opportunity in the community that you belong to and they're looking for facilitators or they're looking for people to mentor young ones, you can come out. If you have those skills, you can come out and offer help, and stay engaged, be active within your community, like I said before. Sorry, can you still hear me?
Yes, yes.
Yes,
Okay.
we can.
Okay. So we actually have challenges. So like imposter syndrome, for example, recognize your worth and celebrate your achievements despite self-doubt. I'll tell you, this imposter syndrome, I was always scared. I was like, can I do this? Even if I know I can do it, sometimes I'll be like, if I show this thing out there, does it really worth it? No, don't doubt yourself. Make mistakes so that you learn from your mistakes. Then also lack of representation, advocate for diversity and inclusion within your community, like what we're doing, supporting women in tech and all of that. Then balancing responsibility, prioritize self-care and set boundaries to maintain a healthy work-life balance. Know where to stop. Don't overstress yourself. Sometimes pamper yourself too. When you work, you actually still would stay healthy because it's really important. Health is what wealth. So I have some awesome words about community. Alone, we can do so little. Together, we can do so much. It's not like you can't do it alone, but when you're doing it alone, you do little. But together, we can do what? Do so much. And Helen Keller said that. So my last word, let's continue to work together to break down barriers, create equal opportunities, and build a more diverse and inclusive tech community for future generations. So thank you very much. If you have any questions, please ask.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Please, if you have question, just drop it on the chats. Uche, please kindly drop your number on the chats. Then for everyone who is here, send your number to her, state the network. I'll equally come back to give us more information on what to do. So I would love to read our closing remark. You get, let's say the closing remark before all questions can be asked. Thank you. Thank
Thank
you so much. So let's just wait a little while your questions, after the closing remark, then you can ask questions, please. Thank you so much.
Can you hear
Yeah,
me?
Uche? Yes.
Yes, you said something about recharge cards. I didn't get that. Sorry.
Yes. So I'm looking at the situation for all those who have stayed to the end of this time. They should send their numbers to you as well as the network. So before the closing remark, I equally give further announcements.
Okay, we have
That
something for that too. Like there's a wheel,
okay.
they'll spin the wheel. So anyone
All right.
that's
So okay, let me allow you to do that. Or let's do the closing remark before you do that. I think that's fine.
okay. Yes, that's fine.
Let's do the closing remark. Okay, so thank you so much to every speaker who have created time to come here and educate us more. It is quite enlightening. What a powerful and uplifting day it has been. It's quite insightful as we bring to the as we bring today's Women in Tech, International Women in Tech celebration to a close. I hope each and every one of you is living here feeling energized, empowered, and confidently affirmed in your abilities to create positive change within your immediate society, community, and where you live. Our impressed speakers that share their invaluable insights, we say thank you so much. We have learned and we are going to put what that has been said today into good use. At the heart of it all is just our resounding message. So when we unite to inspire inclusion and champion one another's talents, women can achieve remarkable feats. The world needs our voice, our ideas, our leadership more than anything. So let's let this not be a fleeting moment. It's not just about talk, but as a catalyst to sustain inspiration and action. I want to use this medium to encourage you all to pay forward to lessons learned today through the mentorship, the talks, the advocacy, pursue bold entrepreneurial visions, and also simply leading with courage and as well as integrity. The path truly be told is not easy, but we have the power to overcome any obstacle. Affirm your worth daily. Silence the voice of doubt, which I know most of us do encounter, with the truth that you are capable. You are actually brilliant. You're unstoppable when you commit to your ambitions wholeheartedly. Let's not forget that. Let's keep uplifting those around us, demanding seat at every table where key decisions are being made. Our diverse perspective must be represented to be able to create a lasting and positive change. I want to say thank you to everyone, to our audience, to our speakers, to Coriftech for this empowering event, and thanking our visionaries here who are actually part of this vital movement. Let's look forward to amazing outcome. Our determination to inspire inclusion across all sectors under the true gender equality, which will be attained. Now, I want us not to forget this. You are a force to nurture. You are an innovator and a trailblazer. Believe in your potential to move the mountains, because that's exactly what you're doing. The future is brighter when we come together. And also, let's not forget to always celebrate ourselves. Thank you so much, and I leave the floor to Uche to take over.
Thank you very much, Mama, for that vote of thanks. And thank you everyone for staying through till this time. You guys are the real MVP. I'm sure you've learned a lot. So before we go, we'll be playing a game. So I'll share my screen to play that game. So how many are we here? Someone just joined us. Okay, so we'll be doing this for the first first one. Okay, for everybody. Oh no, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So for 8 persons. So just raise your hand if you're going to participate in the game. Just raise your hand. Just hit the raise hand button. 8 persons. 8 persons. 8 persons, please. Let's go fast so we can. 8 persons. Are we up to 8? Are we up to 8? Okay, we're 5. Okay. 6. Okay. So I think we're good to go. 6 persons. So let's start with Rachel. So Rachel was spinning the wheel for you. Let's go. So sorry, Rachel. Better luck next time. So Rachel, you can lower your hands. So we have Jennifer. So let's see who will go home with. Jennifer, I'm spinning for you. Good luck. Yay, Jennifer. So Jennifer, you have 1 gig. So please, I'm sure you're in our community. Please kindly just send me a DM so you can collect your gift. So who do we have next? I'm going to be fast about this. Okay, Joseph Ojo. Joseph Ojo. So let's spin for you. Oh, you won 1 MB. So Joseph, kindly DM for your gift. Joseph, are you in our community? So let me drop the link to join the community first. So Joseph, if you're in the community, just kindly send a DM to receive your gift. So who is next? You can lower your hands, Joseph. We have Prince Ellis. So let's do this. Who is getting this 5 gig? So please, if you win, just kindly send a DM. Prince Ellis, I'm sure you're part of our community, so kindly send a DM to claim your gift. You can lower your hands now. So we have Pamela next. So you have 5 gig. So Pamela, good luck to you. Oh, let me just roll this. Pamela. No. Pamela. The highest gift. No, I would take this.
Oh my god!
No.
Oh my god! This is nice.
Pamela, what did you do? You did
Yes,
something. That's like the highest gift here.
yes, oh.
Congratulations. Kindly reach out
Thank
via
you.
DM.
Thank
So we
you.
have
Thank you.
Oso Amaka Okene. Then one, two, you can lower your hands. Thank you. You need to be fast. So sorry. Sorry. You have to try again. So you can lower your hands. I'm sorry. Better luck next time. Mufe, you can lower your hands, Samaka. We have Mufe. Sorry, Mufe. I mistakenly did that. Congratulations. So Mufe, kindly DM if you're in the community for your gift. So I'm moving on to Jefferson. Mufe, you can lower your hands. Just DM for your gift. Lower your hands. Then we have Jefferson, then then Joy. Okay, let's just do this quickly. Good luck. Sorry. You have to try again. So you can lower your hands. Joy, you're next. So I'm going home with my 200 MB. So kindly DM for your gift. Okay. So next person. That's it.
Are we all, is it over?
No, that's the last person. Oh, so that's 50 MB. So kindly DM for your gift. Thank you all for everybody that participated. That's Joy. You're the last person. So thank you for participating. If you know you won, kindly DM for your gift and the amount of data you want, please. Thank you very much. So I'll be confirming that. So just kindly just tell me DM your network, the number, and the amount you want. So thank you very much for participating. So see you. We're going to be having exciting events. This is not the last event for the year. If you're in our community, you'll be getting updates, and we're going to be having lots and lots of events. And we're also going to be having a big summit that we're going to be unveiling it soon. We're going to be having a big summit later this year. Dates and everything will be communicated in the community and via newsletters. So just watch out, watch the space. If you're not following us on social media, kindly do so. Thank you very much for staying till this time. You guys are the real MVP. Do have a lovely Easter celebration this weekend. And I think that's all. So take care, everybody. Thank you very
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you,
Uche.
everybody.
Thank
Take
you.
care.
Thank you,
Bye.
everybody. Bye. Good night.
Good night.
Bye.
When I